Yes, once again to the promotion tutorials once again. You're most welcome from your busy schedules. You have time to come on, listen to me for your promotion preparation, and it's one of the moments that I always used to say thank you for having time for me and learning what we usually put out for you to prepare towards your promotion aptitude test. Um, those who, who have seen me behind the scenes, I'm most grateful to all of you. Those who are yet to contribute to, may God bless you to have something to support us to bring you the promotion aptitude test tutorials all the time, question review, content areas that you need to know before you go and write your promotion aptitude test. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, like it, and subscribe. After subscribing, put the notification bell on. Anytime a video is dropped or anytime we go live, you'll be the first person to be notified from your phone or your YouTube. After you have subscribed, click on that subscribe button again. You see the notification bell, put it on so that anything that will drop, you get the opportunity to be the first to read the content that is most important for the promotion aptitude test. It's most important. And don't forget to throw your support or to help this challenge that we have sharing content all the time. We need data to support the live tutorials all the time. That is my appeal. It is a humble appeal. This video is free. There's no charge on it, but we appeal for help. It is data that we are using. You can also help us buy data and come out with content that you want. The Momo line is on the screen. You can share your little that you have with us so that we'll buy data and bring you what you always need. Thank you. God bless you all. And let's jump into today's tutorials. Today's tutorials, we are going to look at something that is very important that they set questions on or questions come from this area. Please, anytime we talk about any content, not questions alone that you're supposed to depend on, but you need to read extensively. This is a new government that has come in. Things may not be rosary as it were before, so you need to prepare adequately well to be able to face the battle. Look at how the porter is now behaving. So you need ample time to prepare adequately to face the exams. There will be new changes in this year's promotion aptitude test. If I don't tell you the truth, then I'm lying to you. So you must prepare very well, especially to there's another batch or another year group that has been added 2021, so you're competing 2021. 2021 people are competing with 2020, then 2020, 2019 and downwards. So you need to prepare adequately well so that you get high marks to be catched by the selecting committee. So I'm urging you, anything that we are preparing towards, always put yourself in and um, have it adequately well prepared before you go and write your exams. I don't want anybody to fail. So that is why I'm always telling you, prepare and prepare very well so that if you're in the ring, your referee is your preparation. Don't depend on anything. Your referee is your preparation. So prepare adequately well before you go and face the battle. I don't have any referee anywhere. So anytime I'm going for a battle, I'm always battle ready, and nobody can defeat me in my battle. So I always prepare well. I'm encouraging you to read wide. Don't depend on the questions alone. Do not depend on the questions alone, but read wide. It is most important. So today we are going to look at um, a wide areas that we need to cover and new things that have been added. Somebody was asking the number of division in the Ministry of um, division in the Ministry of Education or Ghana Education Service. You need to know all these things, the new thing that has happened or that are going on. You need to know before you go and write your provision. So we are going to look at agencies, and these agencies, whether you like it or not, you meet one, two, three, or four of them in your promotion aptitude test. So it's much importance you take clue of this and the acts, the act that brought them and that brought their establishment. You need to know them before you go and write. So we have numerous um, agencies under the Ministry of Education, and we're going to outline about 23 of them or 20 of them before we move to any other areas to help you pass your promotion exam. So, the Ministry of Education work through agencies. They work through agencies for the implementation of the approved policies being formulated by the Ministry of Education, and it's much importance you know this before you go and write. Then, can any of you write one agency under the Ministry of Education? Let's see if people are around. You can write one agency in the Ministry of Education or one key agency in the Ministry of Education that helps education in Ghana. Write it in the comment section. You can write in abbreviation, and I will be glad to see. Um, if we are not ready, then let's continue with today's on. Someone is writing GS, that is Emmanuel Adai. Okay, that is one of the agency under the Ministry of Education. Then Anaba GS. Okay, great. Somebody is writing GS. Okay, is it GS alone? Is it GS alone? You can write more. You can write more of them. Somebody is writing student loan WAEC. Okay, great, super. That is Christiana. Is it Christiana? Somebody is writing GS. Okay, these are agencies. Somebody is writing TVET. Okay, let's write more. Let's write more. So we are. That is what we are going to look at. We are going to look at agencies. Somebody is writing NTC. That is great. Somebody is writing universities. University. That is great. You have done well. You have done well. So agencies under the Ministry of Education. One of the key agencies under the Ministry of Education that concern with the pre-tertiary education. Somebody is writing NASIA. Anytime you are writing NASIA in the exams, if you're doing the filling, try to write started with a capital N and small a, capital S, like that is very important. So it seems people are really following. Yaya Rabi, GS Council. We will come to that. That is so fantastic. You have done well. Clap hands for yourself. You have done well. So one of the key agency under the Ministry of Education that is much into the pre-tertiary education control is Ghana Education Service. Ghana Education Service. I'll come and discuss about the establishment of Ghana Education Service. So Ghana Education Service is one, that is GS. It is one, and it was established in 1974. So you have to have it under the National Council, the National Redemption Council decree. That is 247. 247. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. The degree that established the Ghana Education Service is the National Redemption Council Decree 247. I said I will come and as time goes on, we'll give something about the Ministry of Education. Then we also have Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC. GTEC is also somebody is also writing NACA. That is correct. So GTEC, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, is also another agency under the Ministry of Education, and it was established by the Education Regulatory Body Act 2020. That is Act 1023. Have it in mind. Then we also have Ghana. We have Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training. That is COVID, COVID, COVID. Also under established under the 2020 Education Regulatory Body Act 1023. Have it in mind. They also have the National Board for Professional and Technician Examination. That is NAPTEP. NAPTEP is also another example of an agency that is under the Ministry of Education. Then we have Ghana Library Authority. Ghana Library Authority, that is GLA. Always look at the abbreviation, especially the those who are going to write the DD. The abbreviation is most important, that you have to look at them before you go and write. Then we also have Academy of Arts and Science. Academy of Art and Science is also another agency. Then you have Finance and Procurement Management Unit is also another agency under the Ministry of Education. So take good note of this. You can write, or after the video, you can rewatch and write those points down when you need it in there. Then we have the National Service Authority or Secretariat. National Service Authority or Secretariat is also an agency. Then we also have the National School Inspectorate Authority, also established under the Education Regulatory Body Act 2020 1023. So have it in mind, NASIA. Then we also have the the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, NACA. NACA is agency under the Ministry of Education that you need to know. Then we also have Ghana Technical, Vocational and Education Training Service. That is Ghana TVET Service, also established by the Acts of the year 20 Education Regulatory Act. This one is established under the Pre-Tertiary Education Act. So have it in mind. It is most important. So Ghana TVET Service, Ghana TVET Service. Then we also have Ghana Education Trust Fund. Ghana Education Trust Fund, that is the GET Fund. GET Fund is an agency under the Ministry of Education, and it was constituted in the year 2000. So you have to get it in mind before you go and write. Then we also have Ghana Book Development Council, GBDC. Ghana Book Development Council is also an agency under the Ministry of Education that you need to know before you go and write. Then we also have the National Archives. The National Archives is also an agency under the Ministry of Education. Take note of this when you are going to write your promotion. Then we also have the Complementary Education Agency. Formerly, it was called the Non-Formal Education. So when we are talking about the non-formal education, this agency came and replaced the non-formal education with an act, that is Act 1055. Act 1055 was established in the year 2020. So this act came and replaced the non-formal education complementary education agency. That is the CEA. CEA. So have it in mind. CEA. The act that established this agency is 1055. So have it in mind when you meet it in your promotion aptitude test. Then we also have Ghana Academy of Arts and Science, GAS. Ghana Um, Academy of Arts and Science is also another agency under the Ministry of Education. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video, like and share with those who are going to write the promotion exams. Then don't forget to contribute something for us to bring you all the time this good information that you need. Then we also have Ghana Institute of Languages. Ghana Institute of Languages. So when you go to some of the Winnipeg campus, you see that they are doing languages, or some of the universities they are doing languages, and they have an agency that deals with um, the languages that are being learned in the country. So have it in mind. So Ghana Institute of Languages. Then we have Student Loan Trust Fund. Student Loan Trust Fund, SLTF. Student Loan Trust Fund. They may, especially the DD, those who are going to write the deputy director, always check about this abbreviation. They are most important when you want to when you meet them, you'll be able to know them. Then the act that established the student loan is Act 820, Act 820, the year 2011. This is an act that established the student loan trust fund. Have it in mind. Then we also have Ghana Commission for UNESCO. Ghana Commission for UNESCO is also another agency under the Ministry of Education that deal with education matters. Then we also have the last one that we are going to talk about is the Center for National Distance Learning and Open Schooling. That is Sendlock. You may meet it in the promotion aptitude test, and you may have to go through this to help you pass your promotion exam. Now let's look at something about Ghana Education Service. Ghana Education Service. People have been giving you stories left, right, center, and this is the most appropriate area that you need to get what Ghana Education Service is about, what it does, the vision, the mission, the mandate, and the establishment, the year it was established, as I mentioned already, 1974. You need to know. So, the Ghana Education Service is a governmental agency that is under the Ministry of Education, responsible for the implementation of the government pre-tertiary education policies that ensure that Ghanaians of school going age, irrespective of your ethnicity, whether you are a Bono, you are a Kan, you are an Ewe, you are a Dagate, you are Mamprusi, you are Dagombes, your Krobos, your whatever language, your Bonos, whatever language, your um a lot of ethnicity in Ghana, wherever you belong to, you have the right to education. Then whether you are a gender, the gender of whether you are a male or female, you are transgender or you are whatever, you are part of you have the right to be educated. So it is the responsibility of the the Ghana Education Service to implement governmental policies on education that to the Ghanaians of school going age, irrespective of your ethnicity, your gender, disability, whether you are amputated, you are not amputated, you're part or you have the right to be educated. The religious body, whether um, you belong to a Christian or Islamic or a traditionalist or whatever Buddhist, you're also part of, you're also having the share of the education policies in Ghana. Whichever political party you belong to, it doesn't disenfranchise you, or it doesn't cease you to enjoy the educational rights. Everybody has the right to enjoy education, irrespective of your political party, whether NDC, MPP, whether CPP, whether Akuyadonko party, you are part of. You are part to enjoy the or your to receive quality formal education in Ghana. So it is the responsibility of GS is implementation of governmental policies on education. GS does not formulate policies. Its main responsibility is implementation of the pre-tertiary education policies and programs and activities that helps learners to acquire knowledge. Then Ghana Education Service is governed by 12-member council. Take it from me, 12-member council. Previously, it was 15-member council, but this time it is 12-member council per the pre-tertiary education act that was constituted in the year 2020 that brought about the pre-tertiary education act now mandated the GS council or members to be 12 members. So now let's continue. So Ghana Education Service was also established in 1974 as a public service of Ghana by um, by a national council, the National Redemption Council um, decree, that is 247. The decree that established the Ghana Education Service in 1974 is National Redemption Council Decree 247. Later on, it was amended by another decree, that is, it was this 247 was amended into 252. So the National Redemption Council Decree 247 was amended, was changed, was appealed again by this military government into National Redemption Council Decree 252. Later on, it was also amended. The 252 was also amended into 357. Then, as time goes on and military interventions were happening, this National Redemption Council Decree 357 was later changed to a military Supreme Military Council Decree, that is SMCD 63. So the last aspect of the degree before the coming into the Fourth Republic of Ghana was that is the Supreme Military Council Decree 63 was the last degree of the military command on education. That is 63, the last one. But the first one is National Redemption Council Decree 247, the first military degree that established the Ministry of Education was the National Redemption Council Decree 247. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Good. You may meet it in the promotion aptitude test. Don't forget this, especially AD2, AD1, and DD. Don't forget this question. You may meet it. Then under the the Fourth Republic, that is 1993 coming, there was an act of parliament that appeal all these or change all these um, Supreme Military Council decree or National Redemption Council decrees. And the first parliamentary acts that appeal these decrees are Acts 506, Acts 506 in 1995. So in 1995, there was the first constitutional parliamentary act that appealed the military council decrees in 1974 and the rest. And the first act of parliament that appeals these National Council degrees and Supreme Military Council degrees was 1995. Then in the year 2008, when Kufuor government came in, they saw the need that Ghana's education need to be reformed. There should be a reform review, and the difference of changes in then in the Akufo-Addo government or the MPP government saw the need that there are some things that need to be changed, need to be added to the 2008 educational reforms that brought about the Pre-Tertiary Education Act 1049. These acts are very, very important for Ghana's education, and you need to know these acts. So the first parliamentary act that amended or appealed the National Redemption Council degrees and the Supreme Military Council degrees was Act 506. Then continuously in its reforms of education in 2008, Kufuor saw the need that there should be something that should be added or need to review the education in Ghana. That brought about the 2008 Education Act 778. Then the year 2020, Akufo-Addo government saw the need that there is something lacking in the education and something need to be added. That brought about the Pre-Tertiary Education Act 1049. Always keep these acts in your mind, especially the Pre-Tertiary Education Act. You surely meet a lot of questions from this area. So anytime that we are trying to educate you, we are trying to learn ourselves, then we need to jot down something. Always take a jotter and write something down before um, um, we end the lesson. It's most important. Then what is the vision of the Ministry of, sorry, the Ghana Education Service? What is the mission? What is the long-term plan? What is the long-term goal of the Ministry of Education? For you to understand and get this statement as the vision of the Ministry of Education, you need to take note of some key words in the vision and the mission. That's what you'll be able to differentiate between the mission and the vision of the Ministry of Education. There are some key words that you need to take note. Very, very important. Take note of these keywords in it. You're able to identify that this one is a mission and this one is a vision. But let's look at the vision or the long-term plan of the Ministry of Education, what it intends to achieve as a long-term plan in Ghana's education. So Ghana Education Service seeks to create an enabling environment. So the moment you hear an enabling environment, conducive environment, friendly environment, then you're talking about the vision of the ministry of the GES, the vision of GES, Ghana Education Service. So Ghana Education Service seeks to create an enabling environment, conducive environment, friendly environment in all educational institutions and management position. All educational institutions, right from KG to the primary three, or the lower primary, the upper primary, the JSS, the secondary school, then this one you are talking about the vision. So creating an enabling environment in all educational institutions and management positions. What are the management positions? We have the management position in the school level that is headed by the head teacher, or the secondary school level that is headed by the headmaster or the headmistress. Then you go to the district. The district there is another management level that somebody is managing the district. Then you go to the regional level, that somebody is in charge of the region, managing the whole region. Then you get to the national, that is someone is also there managing the affairs of all the entire educational institutions and learning in Ghana. So G is seeking an enabling environment in all educational institutions and management positions in order to facilitate, or that will facilitate effective teaching and learning and efficiency in management for the attainment of the goals of the service. The goals of Ghana Education Service is the long-term plan of Ghana Education Service. So always take clue of some keywords. One is creating an enabling environment. Two, in all educational institutions. Three, in and management positions in the education, efficiency in management for the attainment of the goals of Ghana Education Service is the long-term plan of Ghana Education Service. If you don't understand anything, you write something in the comment section, or what you don't understand, you can leave your comments so that we all look at it. If you have a vision, understand the seeking to create an enabling environment in all educational institutions and management positions that will facilitate effective teaching and learning and efficiency in management, in the management for the attainment of the of education. So have it in mind. Now let's look at the mission. The mission is the short-term goals or the short-term plans that the ministry vision of the Ministry of Education. So the mission are the short term activities that GS put in place in achieving the long-term goal. So what is the mission? The mission is to ensure that all Ghanaian children of school-going age are provided with inclusive and equitable quality formal education and training through effective and efficient management of resources to make education delivery relevant to the manpower needs of the nation. So when we are talking about the mission of the Ministry of Education, take good note of these keywords. Is responsibility, or its mission is one, to provide inclusive to provide inclusive, equitable, quality, formal formal education and training through effective and efficient management of resources to make education delivery relevant to the manpower of the nation. So the moment you hear providing inclusive and equitable, quality, formal education and training, providing inclusive, equitable, quality formal education, then we are talking about the mission of the Ministry of Education. So always take the keywords. The keywords will help able to help you to identify the difference between the vision and the mission. The vision is creating an enabling environment, but the mission says that providing inclusive, equitable, quality formal education to all Ghanaian children through effective and efficient management of resources. Here they manage the management of resources. Have it in mind. management of resources. It is most important. Then what is the mandate? What is the mandate? What is the key responsibility? Key responsibility is talking about the mandate. The key responsibility of GES. The key responsibility of GES. So GES is responsible for the implementation of approved national pre-tertiary educational policies and programs to ensure that all Ghanaian children of school-going age, irrespective of their tribe, one, the gender, two, disability, three, religious, four, political affiliations, are provided with inclusive and equitable quality formal education and training through effective resource management to make education relevant to the manpower needs of the state. So part of the mission is added to the mandate of GS. Part of the mission is added to the mandate of, but the most important thing that you need to identify here is the implementation of approved educational policies and programs to ensure that all Ghanaians school-going age or Ghanaian children of school-going age are provided with relevant quality education that will have an impact on the manpower needs of the nation. So it is most important that when you are preparing, you take note of. So the mandate, let's take the vision. The vision is seeking to create an enabling environment in all educational institution and management position. That is the vision. Then when you come to the mission, that's where GS provides inclusive and equitable quality formal education. So the provision of inclusive and equitable quality formal education is talking about the mission. Then the responsibility. Someone is asking a question, or what is the difference between special education and inclusive education? So when we are talking about, you want to divert our attention, but let me address this. Let me address it. So when we are talking about inclusive education, so when we get to our various educational institutions or training institutions or guiding institutions, you inclusive education involves all kind of learners with different needs. It could be someone with a special need, disability is also part of. Disability is not inability, so that person is included in the mainstream education. So when we are talking about inclusive education, it involves all learners, all learners. Then when we are talking about special education, these are education that is provided for a specific um, learners with a special needs, and those learners cannot be mingled with the mainstream education. Especially, let's take somebody who is should I use this word? Who is a moron? Or is it appropriate words to use? Or somebody who is, should I say, who is a dumb, who cannot hear, having hearing impairment. So that person mingling with the mainstream education, you need a specialized teacher. But when you talk about special education, those personnel or those resource persons are specially trained for those children, and they have the ultimate care to take them through learning. But when we talk about inclusive education, it includes everybody, but not all. But not all, especially when we are talking about probably physically challenged, somebody who is amputated may be part of the mainstream, somebody who is having a leg problem or one eye problem or having one ear problem can be part of the mainstream education. So that one is inclusive with those who are not physically challenged. They are all mingling together. So you may see somebody in a wheelchair learning with the mainstream learners. That person is included. Now let's look at what GS does in its operations. So one will say the functions of the Ministry of Education, sorry, the function of GS, the Ghana Education Service, the main functions of um, Ghana Education Service, what it does. One is to implement national pre-tertiary education policies of the government. That is the main um, focus or the main functions of um, the GS or the Ghana Education Service. I keep on saying Ministry of Education. No, we are not dealing with Ministry of Education. We are dealing with GS. So one of the functions of GS is to implement national policies of the government on education and programs. That is one of them. Then providing oversight responsibility at all level of the pre-tertiary education in Ghana. So at all levels, that is from the the KG level, the lower level, the upper level, the junior high schools, and the senior high schools. GS is having oversight responsibility, making sure that things are or its policies are being implemented. So GS tries to monitor everything in um, these institutions. Then monitor routine activity in line with increasing access quality and improving management mechanism. So they also have the responsibility or the main functions to see to it that the day-to-day routine or activities um, allows learners to get access to education. Then quality education is also provided in these institutions. Then improving management mechanism, so improving their management system in all the level of management positions. So it is the work of GS to do that. Then engage various stakeholders to improve educational outcome. Improve Engage various stakeholders to improve educational outcomes. You know the stakeholders of Ghana Education Service. Then the teachers, the learners, the parents, the community-led leaders, the education officers, then officers at the national headquarters, then all influential people in the community, right from the lower level to the national level, is these are the stakeholders that help in improving the educational outcome. We can also talk of NAT, NAGRAD, CCT. Then you can also talk about international bodies, NGOs. These are key stakeholders in the education that helps improve the outcome of the education in Ghana, and it's most important that we know this before we go and write the promotion exam. Now, let's look at some of the programs being run by Ghana Education Service or the current programs that are being run by Ghana Education Service. Now, I've talked so much. Let me allow others to also set in. So please, Down syndrome is more appropriate to. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your education. We all come here to learn. What you put out, I learned something from it. Um, I may also have a chance one day to also sit with you, sit with you and chat with you. That is nice. That is who is that? That is. Hey, I cannot mention the name. Okay, that is Down syndrome. Is more appropriate to. Is it more appropriate? Let me show it. Down syndrome is the most appropriate to moron. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Down syndrome. Yes, we have ever come across it. in various universities. Down syndrome is the most appropriate. That's why I said whether I can use moron. No, good. So now let's see some of the current programs being run by the Ghana Education Service. Let me throw these questions in just about 1 minute. Let's write some of the current programs being run by the Ghana Education Service. Network is having write something about the current programs being run by the Ghana Education Service. If nobody is talking, okay, let's continue. So the current programs or programs run by Ghana Education Service. Current program run by Ghana Education Service is one, the pre-tertiary education management is one of the current um, current programs being run by Ghana Education Service. Take notes. The pre-tertiary education management. So the management includes the district management. We also have the regional management. Then we also have the headquarters management, and we have the school management. So in the current program being run by Ghana Education Service or GS is the pre-tertiary education management. That is one. Have it in mind. Have it in mind. It may drop or it may happen. Then two, the basic education comprising with kindergarten. The basic education is one of the program being run by GS. Basic education that comprises with the KG, the primary, the junior high school. These are um, programs being run by the Ghana Education Service or GS. As we said, the basic education is a program being run by the Ghana Education Service. The third one is the secondary education that comprises with the senior high or the senior high school, then the TVET. These are the current program that is being run by the education service. The third one, I said secondary education. Then the last one, the last program being run by the Ghana Education Service. Why do I keep on saying Ministry of Education? Ghana Education Service is special and inclusive education. Special and inclusive education. Special and inclusive education. Common. Someone is saying, come on. Yes, yes. And the common one is included in the basic education. The common core is part of the basic education. You know that the standard education that was introduced in 2019, that was part of it was the common core program. So the common core program is part of the basic education. The common core program introduced at the junior high school. So we have the standard based curriculum introduced at the KG up to the classes. Then in the JSS, that's where the common core program that is being introduced or that was continued with the standard based curriculum are part of the basic education. So have it in mind. So we mentioned for the pre-tertiary education management, that is one, basic education, that is two, secondary education that comprises with the SHS and the TVET, and the last one or the fourth one is the special and inclusive education. These are the four programs being run by Ghana Education Service. Someone is saying, please about the vocational. The vocational is part of the secondary education. That is the TVET. The TVET, have it in mind. So we have the TVET schools. That is part of the secondary education. So have it in mind. Then I want us to look at somebody asked me the other time um, about what do you call it, the division in the Ministry of Education, and I would like to throw more light on the new division in the Ministry of Education. There are four divisions, four um, divisions um, in GS, four divisions. So, as a result of new reforms in Ghana Education Service, um, those 10 divisions were streamlined to four divisions. Can somebody write? Now let me take my time and allow you to also do something. Do something. What are um, the four division in Ghana Education Service? Let's write them. Someone is saying, please, four or five. What are you talking about? Four or five of what? Sets of whom? Let me know. Four or five of what? Is it the divisions? The divisions are four. 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 They are four. Can somebody write one? Let's see if somebody can write one before I give my final verdict. Let's react. Let's react to the 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 divisions of the division in Ghana Education Service. The divisions. Write one in the comment section. What are the divisions in Ghana Education Service? Write one in the comment section now. Write one. About 30 seconds. Can we do something? In 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. No one is writing. Somebody, let me. Another right. Another is saying quality and access. Okay, that is great. You have done well. You have done well. Someone is saying quality and access. That is your name. Is it Loveland or what? Lovelins or what? Someone is saying quality and somebody wrote something. Let me draw it back. Someone is saying pre-tertiary education division. That is great. That is great. Super. Okay. Let's see. Hey, we are not responding. Then when you know exams, oh, but it shall be well. We'll pass. We'll pass. We'll pass. So I said there are four divisions. Four divisions. Four divisions, not five. I'm saying four. Four divisions. Number one is Special Education Division. SPED. Special Education Division. Special Education Division is number one. Number two is Schools and Inspection Division. Schools and Inspection Division. Schools and Inspection Division. Somebody wrote finance. Finance what? Finance division. Oh, that is great. Super. You have done well. That is Ewura. Okay, somebody is saying human resource division. That is set. Oh, that is great. That is great. That is great. That is the third one. The third one is the human resource management division. That is the third one. The third one is the human resource management division. So I said the first one is the special education division, SPED. SPED, have it in mind, special education division. The second one is schools and inspection division. Schools and instructions division. Schools and Instruction Division. The second one is Schools and Instructions Division. Schools and Instruction Division, not inspection. Please, not inspection. It is Schools and Instructions Division. That is the second one. The third one is what Seth Afum mentioned. That's the Human Resource Management Division. Then the last one, okay, somebody also wrote Christiana. Christiana also saying the Human Resource Management Division. Great. So the last one, let's get the last one correct. The last one. I'm leaving the last one for you to get it. Let's exercise something. Let's write something. The last one. What is the last one? The last division. We said the first one is the Special Education Division. The second one is Schools and Instructions Division. The third one is Human Resource Division. And the last one, the fourth one is what? The fourth one is what? Okay, let me give it out then. We call it a D. The last division is Administration and Finance Division. Administration and Finance. Somebody saying financial. Okay. Finance. When you are writing and they ask you, especially those who are doing fill in, please, it is Administration and Finance Division. So the four divisions in the GS are: one, the Special Education Division; two, Schools and Instructions Division; fourth one, sorry, the third one is Human Resource um, Human Resource Management Division, and the last one is Administrative and Finance Division, or Administration and Finance Division. So those who will be doing, especially the DD, if you are asked to write these divisions, don't forget that number one is Special Education Division. The second one is Instructions Division. The third one is Human Resource Management Division. And is the last one is Administration and Finance Division. Someone is asking a question. Let me come here. Special Education Division. Then two is schools and Instructions Division. The third one is Human Resource. So the fourth one is Administration and Finance Division. There are the division in the who is that? Mavis Motte. Am I right? Okay, Mavis Motte. So there are four. Then later on, we also look at the units under the Ministry of, sorry, why do I keep on saying Ministry of Education? In GS. So we can talk of, can we write some of the units in the Ghana Education Service? Let's test our mind. Write one example of the unit in um, the Ghana Education Service. Write one unit. One unit. There are about 7 units. There are about 7 units or 8 units in the GS. Write one unit before we close. Write one unit. Write one unit. Somebody is saying, okay, no, that's the old one. Yes, let's write the unit. Let me give you one of the unit is uh someone is saying Administration and Finance. No, I'm talking about the units. Now we are done with the divisions. Now let's look at the units. The unit in GS. The units in GS. Who is writing? Who is writing something? Write the unit. Someone is saying, please, um what about what? Let me get the person. Please, what about the technical and vocational division? No, that one, the vocational is now is an agency on its own that is managing the affairs of the TVET um, educational institutions. It's now a service under the Ministry of Education. So that's why we have Ghana TVET service. Ghana TVET service is no more a division. It's no more a division. There are four divisions. There are four divisions. Let me see. Somebody wrote something. Unit. Uh, Unit, girl child education unit. That is correct. That is correct. Then register unit. Then chef. Yes, chef is also a unit in the in GS. So we have girl child education. We also have chef. Who is this? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, good. We have chef. We have several units in the Ministry of Education. So we'll come and deal with them at appropriate time. Now we have done an hour and 1 minute. So let's go and rest, go and learn, or this is a homework that I'm giving to you. Go and look for all the units in the GS. Tomorrow, when we come back, I'll ask you about the units of GS. We have mentioned one, that is garden, and somebody wrote garden and counseling. That is great, super, 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 super. Garden and counseling. We have girl child education. We have chef as also that is school, health, and education. Is it education program? Something of that sort. Is also what a unit under the Ministry of Education. So we shall come back another time to look at the units. So homework, go and prepare on it. Tomorrow when I come, I'll ask you to write some of the units in GS, and we shall um, learn more. Go and learn more. I need not to give you everything. Somebody is saying IPPD, IPPD division. Is it a division or unit? We shall come back. So I'm saying the homework. Now we have gotten two of the units. We have girl child, we have garden and counseling coordinating unit. Then we have chef as a unit. There are other. There are other. Go and look for them. There are about seven or eight. Go and look for them. Somebody is writing early child education. I said go and look for the others. People want to write everything. But that is good. Salome, hey, please let me stop mentioning the name. I may mention somebody's name wrong. Salome, that is early child education. Somebody is writing garden and counseling units. Yes. So go and look for the rest. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up for this video. Don't forget to like this video. After you are finished, please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe this video. Then if you have not supported the for us to bring you this live tutorial all the time, um try and support support us. The Momo line is on your screen. Try and support us so that we'll bring you all the time. Now somebody was asking in the other platform, that is it raining today? Today it is raining heavily. It is raining, or it has rained. Let me say that it has rained heavily. So those who have not seen the rain, please go out. You see that it has rained. Go out. It has rained heavily today. I said it has rained heavily today. So let's try and support this on the more serious note. Let's try and support these tutorials. We have produced about 135 promotion tutorials videos free of charge. If you go to other platforms, they are charging 100 cedis. The list is 100 cedis, and they are charging up to 150 Ghana cedis. But I have decided that I'll offer it for free. I'll offer it for free. That is my own philosophy, that I'm trying my possible best to help others to also pass. Please, the government money is not your own money. Don't try to prevent others from passing. When someone passes and enjoy his or her benefit, is it your own cup of tea? Please allow somebody to pass. Don't collect huge money. You go to other platforms, they will be collecting huge money, and they will not offer anything good. So on this platform, I've decided from last year up to now, I'm providing free tutorials to all GS candidates who are going to write, all prospective candidates who are going to write. I have decided that I'll offer it for free. So you can also support me so that we always bring this um, to our colleagues to also pass, or bring it to you so that we all pass in the promotion aptitude test. I'm so much grateful for the encouragement, the support. A lot of people are calling left, right, encouraging me, Charlie. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so excited about your support. But we also need a financial support too. It is for free, but anything that you can contribute for us to always buy data and bring you something that you need for your promotion aptitude test, we'll be glad. God bless everybody. Elizabeth said, God bless you. Then then Catherine Konadu also said, God bless you, Master. I'm your colleague, I'm not Master. Garden and counseling, I'm most grateful to all of you. God bless you. Have a good night. And God see us to tomorrow to bring you to another wonderful tutorials. I say, Shalom. Good night.